I got a message on WhatsApp and it felt really weird. Where are you? And I was like, because I was like, this feels kind of scammy. There's 2 bolts on either side of the skid plate. One gone, fallen out, and the other was loose. And like, it was working its way out. But there's protests right now going on in Guatemala. Like, so they're shutting down the roads. Oh yeah. They are shutting down the country. They are blockading roads. They are, I think, closing borders as well. That looks like a protest. Antigua definitely is blockaded. I'm gonna try to get out of the country today because if I don't get out today, I don't know, I might be stuck here for a while. Oh man. This is a major crossroad, and so they're blocking the major crossroad. I don't think they're letting any bikes through or anything like that. I don't know. This is where I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, I kind of knew as soon as I saw that big line of traffic with nothing else coming that it had to be this. I don't know what to do.
Where are you? ¿Dónde?
Sudamerica.
Sudamérica.
All right. Okay, I gotta give a little update here. So I'm here. This has been just absolutely phenomenal, staying with Greta. Okay, so here's the funny part. The night I came in, I got a message on WhatsApp and it felt really weird. And I was like, oh, who's this? You know, random message. It was like, hi. And I'm like, okay, who's this? Well, the message said it was the mechanic from KTM. And I was like, okay. And he's like, hey, you know, we had an apprentice finish up the last little bit and there might be something loose. Where are you? And I was like, So I'm like, okay, well, I'll check it tomorrow. You know, it's all good, everything like that. Because I was like, this feels kind of scammy. But anyway, sure enough, I go up the next day and there's 2 bolts on either side of the skid plate that hold up the front of the skid plate. One gone, fallen out, and the other was loose. And like, it was working its way out. So it's like, oh my goodness. So, okay, so it's not a scam. So I messaged the guy and like, hey, okay, this is where I'm at. Yeah, sure enough, there. He's like, okay, well, it was a little late for him to come out yesterday. So he comes out, he was here at 7:30 this morning. And I sent him the dimensions for the bolt. Brought the wrong bolt. It's like an M10 bolt by 120 millimeters. He brought a Imperial 130 millimeter bolt. Great. So then he went back into town to get another one. He got an M10, but it was still 130 millimeters. And the spacer that he had wouldn't work. So he had to go back. But there's protests right now going on in Guatemala, like full on, like the whole country is in protest for the president or something like that. So they're shutting down the roads. So poor guy, he had to like park his motorbike on the other side of the protest and then walk back here. He took the original bolt, had to cut it off. It was, or not the original bolt, but the M10 one that he got that was too long. Cut that down, had to get a new spacer made, but we're good to go. It's, feels so bad, but like, I mean, it's their fault that they didn't check. So, you know, like I should only feel so bad, but like this guy, you know, he's got his apprentice kind of doing up the last things. And he's like, I didn't check the last little bit. And sure enough, it wasn't fully tightened. But yeah, so he had to ride all the way out here through, you know, that crazy heavy traffic. But anyway, back on the road. I've been hanging out here with Greta. It's been phenomenal. We've just been chatting politics and went into Antigua for lunch yesterday. And it's just been phenomenal. So then tomorrow, now that I'm all ready to go, I'm going to cross over into El Salvador. Anyway, that's the update. So what a Guatemala has been a bit of a trip, but it's been fun. Good morning. I am still at Greta's place. I got the bike fixed after getting it serviced, so there was the bolt that was missing. That's all good to go. Got that sorted out yesterday. But then yesterday I was like, oh, okay, but I was just planning, I'll hang out one more night just in case. Well, that might have been a mistake. So apparently there was an election, and the person who ran on the election ran on eliminating corruption from Guatemala, and he was really popular and won the vote by quite a bit, apparently. Well, I guess the local governments are now trying to block him from actually getting into power. So now there's massive protests from the locals, and they are shutting down the country. They are blockading roads. They are, I think, closing borders as well. I'm just by Antigua. So Antigua definitely is blockaded. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get out of the country today, because if I don't get out today, it looks like it's just getting worse, and I don't know, I might be stuck here for a while. The protests have been peaceful so far. If I run into a blockade, I might just have to turn around, but I don't know. I really don't know. The border to El Salvador is not far. It's like an hour and a half away. Maybe if I leave early, there won't be a lot of a blockade, or the blockade potentially might not be set up yet, or maybe there just won't be a blockade in the roads the way that I'm going. That would be the ideal. But if there is a blockade, everything I'm reading just says, just don't try to cross it. Don't try to, man. So yeah, I'm gonna load up the bike here in a moment and see what I can do today. So I might be coming back. And then if I am, I don't know for how long. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a perfect temperature for riding.
I think that the last few days, just when you've been here, you've been kind of extra wet. Extra wet.
Well, trust me, now that I'm leaving,
It'll be beautiful.
Beautiful weather. It'll be.
The nights will be clear, and the volcano will erupt when it be so beautiful with the fire and everything.
It'll be classic. Just classic. But Greta, thank you so much again.
Thank you very much for
It's
coming.
been absolutely lovely.
It was a pleasure.
Like I said,
Absolutely a fine pleasure.
send me a message.
And I got a new friend.
Yes, send me a message anytime.
When I'm wondering where you are and how you're doing, I will send you a message.
Oh, sure. I'm just going to turn the bike around then. All right, so I'm just waiting for Greta here. She wants to come take a photo. Man, it turned into 4 days here with Greta. It was so nice. Probably should have left yesterday afternoon to avoid the protests, but you can't know these things. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. I'm just heading to San Salvador, which is not too far, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely been an adventure here in Guatemala. I will be both happy and sad to leave. Oh, here comes Greta. What a sweetheart. Okay. All right, Greta. Thank you so much again.
Be very careful.
I will, and I will let you know.
Have a wonderful time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, off we go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of an adventure. Hopefully not too much of an adventure today. Hopefully I don't run into any protests. Getting kind of conflicting reports about whether I'll see a protest on the weekend or not. Fingers crossed. It's just a smooth run to the border. What an area though. Oh my goodness. And like right here, there's 3 volcanoes. So there's 2 here. This one here is active and it'll puff smoke every now and then. And then there's this big one here is I can't remember the name. I think it was Volcano de Antigua or something like that. Okay, well, fingers crossed. El Salvador today. That's the hope. So I'm heading to Escuintla first. Escuintla is apparently on Canada's do not travel advisory. going through? What's going on here? I'm close too. Okay, well, yeah, I found this is a protest. This is a major crossroad, and so they're blocking the major crossroad. So I don't know if there's a side way around here or not. I mean, so far it's all peaceful. People are just walking. I don't think they're letting any bikes through or anything like that. I don't know. This is where I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, I kind of knew as soon as I saw that big line of traffic with nothing else coming that it had to be this. Like, I could go back up to here, but I'm curious if they're going to start. I don't think they're going to start letting anybody through. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
How are you?
Hello. Hi. How's it going?
¿Dónde?
Sudamérica.
Sudamérica.
Soy de Canadá.
Ah, de Canadá.
Soy de Canadá. Y
¿Ya la vuelta ahora? 15 minutos pasa. 15 minutos.
¿Sí?
15 minutos.
Okay.
Sí, ok.
Excellent.
Okay, see you later, my friend. Bye.
Gracias. Okay. Well, so he said 15 minutos they're going to open. So 15 minutes. So we'll see. Okay, well, I can wait 15 minutes. That's no problem. Oh. Okay, well, they're letting us through, but they're asking us to push the motorbikes through, so all right. Okay with that. If that means I get through, I get through. So, just as a recap, the president, super popular president, was running on anti-corruption, and the governor general and one of the prosecutors and someone else, they're not letting him, even though he won the election, they're not trying to give him his seat, basically. So everyone's protesting. Gracias. Everything I've heard, and as you can see, it's all peaceful protests. It's really unfortunate that that's happening here. They're trying to fight corruption, and you know, people are trying to fight that from happening. They're trying to hang on to their power, obviously.
Cuando vaya a tu país me dejas pasar.
Lo siento, mías. Oh yeah. Gracias. Okay, through. It sounds like I'll have one more at the border. Gracias. Okay, let's get on and get out of here. Okay, so maybe I waited 20 minutes. It's not bad. So anyway, they said I'll probably have one more at the border, but they are slowly letting people through. If that's the case, not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm like an hour to the border, I think, just under. And then if I wait there for another half hour, 15 minutes, whatever, that's fine. It was nice though, they were offering me water and things like that. Like the guy there was really friendly. Just want to get on the other side of this. It's interesting. I didn't see anybody there particularly upset. So I don't know if that's because, you know, the average person is, you know, in favor of it and that's why. But man, I feel like a blockade like that in Canada, ooh, it would not go over well. Glad on the motorbike you can kind of ride to the front, because otherwise, yeah, it looks like you're there for a long time. I don't have a hotel booked, but I'm not planning on going very far, so I'll just get to San Salvador and find a hotel. I really wonder how this is all going to play out with the election and the president. So that'll be El Salvador straight ahead then, I guess. Did they clear it? Oh. Okay, I might be here already. That can't be it. Hola. Okay, gracias. Okay, well, no protests. So now we'll see. Migration, that's got to be that. Okay, well, that first one was really easy. I just needed to go and get my passport stamped, so it took just 2 minutes. And then El Salvador is right over there. So let's have a look and see what's needed over there. But overall, I didn't have another protest, so that's good. I'm out of Guatemala officially now, I think. And then I head over here to El Salvador.